Guys, today we will be making magazine bowls. In this video we'll show you how to begin your bowl and the repetitive process you will be using the whole time to finish your bowl. So here's a good example. This example has a decorative rim, but is essentially just the same process used in a different way. So I will show you how to begin and then hopefully make a time lapse of me making a bowl that's a little bit different of a shape than this one, but it's your decision how large, how wide you want to make the base of your bowl and the walls of your bowl. So you'll start with a magazine and you'll just start ripping out pages, and I find the easiest way to work on a project like this is to make a bunch of the strips of paper that you'll need to build your bowl, and it involves just wrapping these papers around each other over and over. That's why it's a repetitive process. So it's easier to make a bunch of them and then all at once start coiling them. So I'm going to show you how to make one, and then I'm going to start coiling some of mine together. So you'll take your glue bottle or a glue stick or tape, and you'll just start covering one side of your paper in glue. And keep in mind, when you're choosing which side of the paper to put the glue on, think about which colors you want to show on the outside of your bowl, because they're going to show, right? As you roll your paper, depending on what designs are on your paper, you're going to have to choose what colors you want to represent. So then once your paper is glued, you're going to start coiling from the corner. I'm folding my paper in over itself, and just be mindful, you want all of your coils, you want to do your best to make all of your coils the same width. So if you see on my screen, these coils are generally the same width. If they're different widths, the level, your bottom level, will not be even, right? You want it to be even because it's the base of a bowl. So just work hard to make all of your strips the same width, whether they're thicker or thinner than mine. I can't really control that. You guys are going to have to make that decision. So just roll, fold it over itself. I didn't glue every inch of my paper, but I put enough on so that it'll kind of stay intact. So I'm going to let this one dry. I'm going to start with a drier one. I'll show you how to start making a base like this, and then I'll just continue on this one. So how I started this was simply just rolling this one strip around itself. So a good way to start is to put glue, more glue, on the whole strip, and you're going to roll it in on itself. So just start folding it. And after you fold it a few times, it'll eventually become circular, and you can roll it. And the easiest way to do it is to hold both fingers. Maybe it's not the easiest way to do it. You're just going to roll it. And once it starts to get larger, you can hold the edges of it and kind of roll it around itself. You'll have something to grip. So it's becoming round, a little bit more ovular. And the reason I'm pinching it is to keep my coil from sliding up or down. Right? I want to keep it level. Okay, so now I have my coil. I'm going to continue with this one since it's larger. Doing the same thing. Once you have your base coil, you're going to continue gluing your strips and wrapping them around your base. I'm going to line it up well and then prevent it from slipping. And you're going to wrap it. And you can be strategic about which colors you're using. I'm not really thinking about that now, but you can can certainly arrange the colors in the order that you want. This person looks like they chose to do a black and white theme with colors on top. It might be fun to plan that. I know that you have a limited choice right now because I've given you magazines rather than you having the choice in my classroom. But nonetheless, you can still arrange them in a specific way. So I'm going to glue my next piece. And again, it's just a repetitive, hopefully therapeutic process of wrapping these glued strips of paper around your base. Now, depending on how large you want that base to be, you're going to start changing the pattern of how you're gluing them. So if you wanted your base to be this small, you would stop here, and every future coil you would add would be slightly higher. So what I mean by that is you would still glue a coil around the edge, but you would put your glue toward the bottom of your coil, and you would stack them like this. You would slowly, and make it gradual, right? You would slowly make your coils level up. Okay, so you could see already that if I turn it, it's starting to change in level. And you would slowly, I'm not gluing them right now because I don't want to leave it like this, but you would continue to bring them up in height. So now you're seeing the height change, the bowls gradually expanding upward. Now, again, when you do that, you want that to be gradual. You don't want it to be a dramatic, right? If I put the paper all the way up here, then my bowl would be very dramatically escalating. You don't really want that. So you want it to be gradual, slowly move your coils up. Okay. Like I said, I'll try to make a time lapse of me finishing this bowl so you can see how it comes out. But yeah, good luck, guys. You'll do great.